So wait, this is the skinny part. So that leads me to think I really missed something over here. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm probably just practically staring at it, or at least at one point. How's it going, everyone? Javita here with an update on Cookviper's awesome scavenge hunt. It literally, Cookviper and I were just blown away. It took a little over 8 hours from the time I posted the video on the Boundless forums to its completion. We thought at least, or at least I thought at least, that this would take a day, if not potentially weeks, because at least certain points of the riddle were pretty kind of abstract and obscure, so it would kind of take the right person to see all the clues, or at least crucial clues, to be able to piece together some of the final steps. But amazingly, Will, Swede, and Ready 3 were able to piece it all together in such an amazingly short period of time. So congratulations to you all. Is an epic prize and you all deserve it, especially considering how fast you're able to do it. One honorable mention, a town downer was right on their heels. I think they were literally standing side by side at the final steps. Sorry you were so close and didn't quite make it, but it's just amazing that that many people were able to get that far that fast. So Cookviper and I both kind of independently came to the conclusion that there should be some kind of follow-up video to kind of explain the riddle and also show off just the insane number of clues and hints that were provided. So anyway, let's get started. So a small recap, there were 6 parts to this riddle that the player had to find, but then in addition to that, there was a crazy number of kind of clues and hints and even taunts. So if we come down here, come on, too obvious you see, although some may be. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of taunting going on. So yeah, I opted to basically give as little information as I thought I could get away with. So basically I just said, yeah, here it is, explore the steampunk town and find all of the pieces yourself. If you found any of the official pieces of the riddle, they were numbered, so I was tempted to say that in the video, but I didn't want to give anybody basically any comfort initially going into this, that they had any idea of what they were even looking for. I didn't even mention that a lot of the clues are going to be on signs, because honestly a lot of the clues were not on signs, and I didn't want to give that bit away either. So but anyway, let's get started. So there's the 6 main parts, and I of course remember where those are, but there's also several parts that I don't even remember where they are, or maybe I never knew where they were. Cookviper went over much of this verbally with me, and then kind of showed me around, and he himself amusingly was kind of, we would set off in one direction to show me something, and then halfway he would remember where something else was, and so yeah, we were all over the place. And yeah, so hidden somewhere there's a clue to help you find the first main piece of the puzzle, and it reads as roses are red, violence makes blue, war that has ended reveals mechs too. So it kind of describes basically a battle going on, and even calls out mechs. So the only location in a steampunk city that even remotely fits this bill is this right over here. We got these mechs kind of standing off, and the first piece of the puzzle is right in here. Piece number 1 in a glorious battle of long ago. So that gives you the first part of the riddle, but really nothing else. So kind of again up to you to explore and find the rest. Second part of the riddle can be found down Cookviper's chimney. So right over there is where we just were. And yeah, here it is. This is pretty awesome passageway. Oh, there we go. Okay, so coming through here. I don't know if you missed that or caught that, but that right there, that's going to be very important later on. Finish dropping down here, and here is the second part of the riddle. So, a mighty Orcian downed a foe. So, still not really giving you very much information to go off of. You come down this second chimney over here. Here is the third part of the riddle. One way to win she did devise. So, still not much, but you kind of start to get the idea that we're telling a story here. So this next hiding spot is quite diabolical. There was a clue somewhere that I unfortunately don't remember where it is, but the clue was places for battles are set with great tact to avoid greater damage, and that's just a fact. So again, it's leading us back over to this battle. And yeah, at first glance, like, okay, where the heck am I supposed to be finding? You know, you can check out this mech up here. And, ooh, there's a way to get in. And, yeah, what are you supposed to do with that? You could argue it looks like a bridge, I guess, but, yeah, not really. That's just kind of a distractor, to the best of my knowledge. But if you kind of look around here, you notice that maybe there's something on one side that's not on the other, and have a closer look, and holy crap. You even have to kind of move back and forth to see all of this. But here's the fourth part, and to lure it in where it now lies. So we're starting to get something here, but still not quite sure what to do with any of this. So the hero of the story here is lured it somewhere, it's lying, but not really sure what the heck's going on yet. Okay, so jumping over to Swede's awesome tower right here. If you come up in this general area, I think, yeah, here we go. Got this awesome gear slash sewage room, maybe like a hydroelectric dam or something, but it's quite amusing right here. What are you doing down here? Gross. So I don't think this is really part of the puzzle, but it's kind of funny that Cookviper's taunting you there, because the next place we have to go is just that, into the sewers. There we go. So if you come down here, you might notice this kind of grate, and at first glance, yeah, that's kind of interesting looking. But if you have a closer look, you can kind of see that there is a passage. You got the sewage coming from up there, running down here, and if you're insanely patient, you can get a view that there's something else going on in there. So how the heck do we get in there? Well, you know, we jump into the sewer. Come down here. Pretty tight little passage. Around. Here's the little grate again. And voila, the owner fled but was not seen. So again, we're talking about a battle, and the owner fled but was not seen. So that's a pretty subtle hint, I guess, but I mean, how do you flee that battle on the bridge without being seen? I'll let maybe you puzzle that while we head off to the next part. To the best of my knowledge, there's basically no help to finding this next one. There's actually two ways to get to it. It's hidden in Swede's awesome tower. So you can come here, down the stairs, around here, and yeah, not a whole lot going down here. Looks pretty mundane at first, but if you check out this boiler, just might find something. Oh, here's a passage. Where is this going? Into the sewers. This is actually the second way to get to this clue. So you could come up this sewer or down from there and head in here, and really the clue is in this boiler. If you look just right, you can see that you can get on top of this thing. So it's pretty amusing because Swede didn't even know this was here, although he was the one that ultimately found it. And yeah, hop down in here, and here is the last bit of the riddle. So if we put this all together, we get, in a glorious battle of long ago, a mighty Orshan downed a foe. One way to win she did devise, to lure it in where it now lies. The owner fled but was not seen, with one long breath to a maze of green. So, what the heck does that mean? So we're talking about a battle, and someone was downed. The victor fled but was not seen, and there's something about this green maze. All of that. So basically, we're looking for a downed foe, maybe a way that you could flee without being seen, and some sort of green thing. So we have this unfinished thing over here. Ooh, it's a maze, it's green, and yeah, you could spend ridiculous amounts of time trying to figure this thing out because it fits the clues pretty well. I mean, it's green, it's a maze, you know, maybe there's another clue hidden in here somewhere. Ooh, here's a, maybe if you can get in there just right. Oh, no, maybe, you know. So there's actually another clue hidden over here by the water wheel that kind of takes the pressure off of you when you finally get tired of bashing your head against that, but kind of, let's see here, get in here somehow. Cookviper makes this look so easy. And here we go. So many have tried, a brain you should bring, distraction is the unfinished thing. So this basically tells you that the unfinished thing over here is just a distraction, and that you should put your thinking cap back on and actually examine the riddle parts. So a little bit more taunting there, pretty awesome. So coming back to the battle, which this whole thing is basically about, so the hero flees somehow unseen. So really, at least according to Cookviper, the only way to do that would be to swim. We also have the long breath, and you're looking for a green maze. So it's certainly possible that you could have found this from the very beginning just by swimming, and yeah, that kind of sticks out. But remember, you had to find all 6 parts of the riddle to actually win the prize. So if you come down here, ooh, so we got the downed foe, which is actually a hopper. Pretty awesome. So that's the powerful foe that was down that now lies. A little breath of air here, which is the beginning of this awesome maze. Or maybe diabolical would be a better description. Kind of work your way up in here. You can also probably see that the problem you're going to have in trying to complete this, but quite awesomely, you snake up and down the pillars of this bridge. Come down here. And yeah, here we go. Up again. And here is the beginning of the maze. The entirety of it is all underwater, so not only are you trying to figure out a maze, you're trying to not die as well. I actually pre-recorded some footage yesterday of doing this for the first time, and yeah, it was pretty interesting. Once you finally make it through the maze of green, you are presented with the last riddle. Porting back to our home's green gems, hide our loot beneath its stems. So grab a slice, digits first 6, should lead you to your last 2 tricks. Both climb and fall through fiery red, choosing right or wrong might wind up dead. So that basically tells you practically nothing, and yet it tells you everything. So examining that first bit, just about any Boundless player will probably pick out, okay, home green gems. Green gems. Well, Alternic is the home to green gems, so that probably gets you at least the right planet. There's also hide our loot beneath its stems, so it's maybe underneath somewhere. So grab a slice, digits first 6 should lead you to your last 2 tricks. So this right here was basically the crucial turning point of the riddle. So it's the most difficult, and it also has the most clues. Cookviper and I kind of went back and forth on this quite a bit as to whether or not this was too difficult, and honestly, if you're of the right mind, this might be obvious. Certainly once he explained it to me, I felt a little bit foolish for not getting it right away. However, this is a play on something that I haven't used in, sadly, a rather long time. But there's a crazy number of clues hidden all over Cookviper's house, and I'll show them to you and see if maybe you can get them. So right here we have a clock, and it's kind of interesting that it's pointing at the time that it's pointing at, because you could do any other numbers of times, and yeah. So maybe the time is the coordinates to the location on Alternic, but that's only 3 digits. So what the heck are we supposed to do here? If you come up here on Cookviper's roof, since you already found 2 clues already on his roof, come down here and you find this sign, which, yeah, again, what the heck are you supposed to do with this? So this is actually kind of, I mean, well, it's a distractor, but at the same time, it's kind of letting you know that there is something to this place. So if you kind of notice the walls here, there's kind of this decoration chisel work, and this is basically nothing. But if you're acutely keen, you might just notice that this side is different. And yeah, when Cookviper showed this to me, this is the moment I instantly wanted to make a follow-up video just to show this off, because yeah, it's staring you right in the face, and you can certainly be forgiven if you're not seeing it, because one, you're kind of so close to this, it's hard to see it all at once. But yeah, we'll come back to this later, and maybe maybe you see it, maybe you don't. I mean, we got this kind of L looking thing, and then we also have this chiseled out part, but I mean, what are we looking at here? So pretty diabolically hidden clue, but just to let you all know that there's a ton of clues, and that was probably one of the best hidden ones. If you remember earlier, I kind of pointed out this thing down here. So this is pretty much the most critical clue right here, this Alt 227. You know, what does it mean? Oh, okay, so we got the clock. So that gives us 3 digits. So this could be our next 3 digits for coordinates. However, if you do a little bit of digging on what Alt 227 is, it's actually a keyboard shortcut. So if you hold down Alt and you press 227 on the number pad, it will print out the pi sign. And not like a piece of pie, I'm talking about PI, as in finding all the fun stuff with circles and curves and things like that. So if we come back to that final riddle, so grab a slice, digits first 6. So if you're familiar with pi, pi goes on forever, and if you grab the first 6 digits of pi, that actually gives you the coordinates to the location on Alternate. Of course, you still have to figure out exactly how to enter in those coordinates. So you have the x and y, so you could do 3 for each xy coordinate, but you could also factor in the elevation, so you could do 2 for each one. So yeah, it takes a little bit of trial and error, but let's head over to Alternate and see what we can figure out. And furthermore, if you notice the clock, it is set exactly at 3:14. Since if it's pointing directly at the 3, it'd be 3:15. But true, that does give you the first 3 coordinates, but it's also, you know, it's the first 3 digits of pi, 3.14. So that was kind of the hint that this clock was giving, and I don't think anybody quite got it, but yeah. Can't take anything for granted. Oh, all the clues are going to be on signs. No, not really. Okay, so jumping back over here, if you look closely at this chiseled out part, this is essentially the character for pi tiled throughout this hallway. So, not too surprising that nobody noticed this, but yeah, it's just an example of some of the crazy hints and clues that were included in this competition, just waiting for somebody to discover them. So, okay, so we are now on the Alternate Portal Seeker Gateway, and so looking at the coordinates here, we are a long way away from kind of where we need to be. So I did find this portal right here that gets us in a little bit better location for finding this, but let's look up the digits of pi and see what we have to work with. Okay, so if we hop over to the web browser, if we look at the first 6 digits of pi, we have 314 and 159. So just go ahead and tell you all that it's just the XY coordinates, so you don't have to worry about the elevation. You could certainly try 31, 41, 59 to get an exact position, but that's not the way to do it. So, so jump back over to the game. Let's set a custom waypoint. And let's do an altitude of 60, so that's basically the normal surface area. Confirm. And yeah, it's off in this direction somewhere. So I'll go traipse over to this location and see you there. The coordinates leads you to this area. It is beaconed. So if you're familiar with how Boundless works, if you want anything to last, it has to be in a beacon. So basically the next part of the contest has to be inside of a beacon. And so somewhere down here is our location. If you remember, the final riddle was talking about beneath stems, so that's kind of a hint that we have to go down. So let's kind of take a look around. I don't really see any obvious way to get into the cave system. Very nice. Get this hopper. Come on, Volatile Blood. Ooh, got some too. Very nice. So I guess just start digging down and see what happens. That bone. Yeah, that seems pretty deep. This does say wild, so we shouldn't run into any protected areas. Whoa, okay. So here we go. Here's some caves. Here's our... Ooh, what do we got here? So we got a torch. Is that wild? Owned by Raftman. Okay. So we have no clue who Raftman is, but going to guess it's one of Cookviper's alts. So let's review our puzzle here. So porting back to home screen gems, we did that. The hider loop beneath the stems, we're looking underneath the stems. Grab a slice of digits for 6, that's how we got here. But it does mention should lead you to your last 2 tricks. And then goes on to explain both climb and fall through fiery red. Choosing right or wrong might wind up dead. So both climb and fall. Amusingly, I guess they were not really taking the order literally, because I think they tried going down, which is not a good idea. So your first trick is to climb up, and this was actually one of the parts I was concerned about, because Cookviper was trying to make this available to as many players, including low-level players, but we did come here, and through trial and error, it is possible to get through this with iron grapples, basically the slowest grapple. But basically what you have to do is you could, I guess, start from the bottom, but if you're using particularly slow grapples, you can come up here, kind of grapple just right, back up to stay out, let go of this one, and yeah, I'm low enough on health that I may not make it through here. Let's see if I can. No, I'm out of potions, but there we go. This is going to let my grapple. Okay. Yeah, pretty crucial to have healing potions. If you're unaware of, though, lava does damage based off of a %, so having a higher HP pool really doesn't help with this. But yeah, just kind of grapple right up through here. And oh, what the heck, now what? Well, okay, we got this thing up here, so check that out a bit further, and still nothing, but we're still not quite to our destination. Oh my goodness, so we got more lava. So this part's actually fairly diabolical, because the riddle alludes to that if you choose right or wrong, you might wind up dead. So looking at this is actually kind of interesting, because if it lets you know that if you just jump in here blindly, you might wind up dead, but if you choose right or wrong, maybe, I don't know, right or left, that you would be wrong. So yeah, left isn't wrong, but sometimes, yeah. So jump right down here in the middle and then walk backwards, and ta-da! This room made wounds I could not mend, the loot I sent out to a friend, one who vowed to always defend. So yeah, if you get this far, there's this little message. If the token is missing, it means you're too late. Until next time, Cook makes a date. So yeah, there would be a portal token right here, and it'd be up to you to take the portal token, set up a portal, and Cookviper was there waiting for the winners as they came through. Pretty awesome. Okay, so in your searches, you probably came across this. It's not really hidden. And this sign right here, so close and yet so far away, return you will, but now not stay, until completed one final day, where Cook to you will surely pay. This is basically a taunt right here. You are like blocks away from the final finish line. Normally this right here would be filled in, which leads to the exit of the portal. So Cookviper was literally standing right here as the winners came through. And here is the final bit of the quest. So, my days are few, with nowhere to run. Tell Cookviper the phrase, my quest is done. But I think that concludes the video quite nicely. This was Javita. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Until next time, peace. It just kind of depends on how long it takes you to figure it out / memorize the correct route. So let's get started. There we go, swim down a little bit faster. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, already halfway down on air. Seem to be, oh, no. Oh, this looks promising, maybe. Oh, is that a pocket of air? Well, that didn't really help. No. That's not one either. Oh, what's this? Oh, crap. Okay, so let's try out. If this works, this is like, should give us a whole minute underneath here. Ooh, so damage is faster than every 5 seconds. So, now that we've kind of healed back up, check out, no. Holy crap, it's a lot slower if you're not on the ground. So, whoa, didn't tell you to jump up. Okay, so the heal over time brews really, I mean, it helps, but it's not like easy mode like I thought it would be. Ooh, this looks promising. Oh. No, just a piece of gleam. Holy crap, so yeah, Cookviper does, he did say that it is possible to get through this without drowning. So this must be just completely wrong right here. Hear that, or I'm overlooking it. So, oh no! I think I have a lot of healing brews. Goodness. Wonder how many I've already used. So I'm back here. At least I guess sort of landmarks. Is there really any other turns to... Yeah, once I'm kind of in this branch, there really only seems to be one way to go, so maybe I took up the wrong turn back somewhere else. Oh, what's... Nope, just a little teaser. So, wait. This is the skinny part. So, that leads me to think I really missed something over here. Oh crap. I'm probably just practically staring at it, or at least at one point. Is here. Have I been down this way before? Okay, so I think this is the part with the gleam. Holy crap. Okay, so that's wrong. That's wrong. Oh, this looks new. Okay, so... Oh, fresh air. Thank goodness. Okay, so that was pretty epic. Yeah, only got away with that. Holy crap, so
I had a little over 200 instant healing brews, so I went through quite a few there. You know, bare minimum 12 apparently, but it's probably more like 20 or 30. So, but that certainly allowed me to kind of blunder through. Surely I didn't go backwards. It's another glug face. Oh no, okay, so we're just going up and down through the remaining pillars. So, yeah, Cookviper didn't drag me through this maze. He just kind of broke through the floor to show this to me. So now we got porting back to our home's green gem.